Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blood rolled and your drink poured. Alright, now what we here on today, Mr. Roll Up? Check this out. I want to talk about the yams. How about that? Now what you mean by that? These bridge cards, food stamps, Section 8, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Yeah, man. I just spoke on this shit a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Trump was cutting the stamps and the Section 8, cutting all this shit off, right? Didn't nobody believe me. Everybody thought it was a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? Now it's here. Everybody's shit getting chopped off. And everybody been acting a goddamn fool. Excuse me. Everybody been acting a damn fool about these yamps. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from the hood, we call them yamps. You know what I'm saying? Now look, let me give y'all my dilemma on this whole situation. So months ago when I said Trump was cutting the stamps and everything, I was wrong. Come to find out, it was the damn politicians that did this. You know what I'm saying? The Democrats, the Republicans, the congressmen, blah, 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 blah. It was them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Um, Me being as smart as I am, I should have known that anyway. But the word was Trump was doing this. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, Trump, put his say so in it, but it wasn't his call. You know what I'm saying? This came from the same people that we're voting for, the Democrats, the Republicans, blah blah blah, right? The same people we picking sides with, when it comes to this voting shit, right? Well, here's the thing. It was their call to shut this shit down. And Trump was with it. He said, yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Cut this shit off. Now, here's the deal with the situation. It's not being cut all the way off, period. Like, it's done. Like, no, that's not the situation. What it is they going to cut it off to able-bodied citizens. What that mean, Miss Rose? What is an able-bodied citizen? A person that can get up, go to work, don't got health issues, got a job, or, things like that. What it's going to dwindle down to is people that had disabilities, you know what I'm saying, that's on medication, that got problems, things of that nature, that really actually need the help. Because when this whole YAMP situation started, it was supposed to be basically helping out the people that really needed the help. But too many people started jumping on the bandwagon thinking it was such a sweet deal. And you got millions and millions of people all across the country that's piggybacking off this shit. With that being said, a lot more people started jumping on the bandwagon too. It just started using it. It just became a using tool. You know what I'm saying? This been going on for how many fucking years? And all these people is still on this shit. It really was supposed to be a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? For the families that are poor, that can't afford the groceries and, the housing and things like that. It was supposed to just help them out and get them on their feet. After they got on their feet, they were supposed to get off that shit and let the next family take their place, so on and so on. Well, you had a lot of people taking advantage of it. You had a lot of people finessing the game, acting like they was homeless, acting like they don't got no jobs. And this is how they stayed on these, damn, my bad. This is how they stayed on these steps. You know what I'm saying? And they've been finessing the system for way too long. Well, now we got Trump back in office. What happened with that, Mr. Roll Up? Well, don't nobody like Trump. Everybody hate him. Why everybody hate Trump, Mr. Roll Up? Well, because Trump came in and put his motherfucking foot down like he did the first round. And people didn't like it. That's why don't nobody like him. Everybody got something to say about him, but can't nobody say nothing bad that he has actually done to the country. You know what I'm saying? Again, one more time, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I am with the way how he moving. You know what I'm saying? Here's the deal, man. Us as Americans, we done got real soft in this thing called life because we done had past presidents that been letting shit walk across the board, which is why you got the LGBTQ thing or whatever that's, you know, flooding the streets and, making it normal, normalizing that shit. You know, I'm not against it, but the thing is that that shouldn't be normalized in our community. But this is what's been going on over the years. America been getting soft. Um, they got this whole fat phobic thing going on. If you crack jokes on the fat person, you fat phobic, and you know what I'm saying. Like with the community guidelines, you can't say certain words, and America just did got soft over the years. Even comedians, they can't even crack certain jokes on certain people for certain reasons no more. Back in the day, comedians used to crack jokes on everybody, and it was just a damn party. Nowadays, they crack the wrong joke, they against society. You know what I'm saying? The world then got soft, man, and this been the norm for like at least the past 15 going on 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And the world just being used to it, the softness. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got Trump back in office and he ain't playing it. New World Order. You know what I'm saying? He coming with the fixes. And don't nobody like that. That's why everybody against him. Because he reshaping this shit. He like, hey, y'all done got too motherfucking soft out here. You know what I'm saying? We had a president that be sleep during press conferences and shit like that. Why do we have a president like that representing us? Who you talking about, Mr. Roll Up? Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker is asleep on live TV and he our president. He represents our country. Then his vice president, Kamala Harris, her one and only job was to secure the border. She didn't do that. She even got on, one of them interviews and said that she never been down there to the border, let alone security. So what that mean? That mean that all these damn immigrants started coming across the border. That's how we got all these immigrants in our country. And it was all under Kamala's watch. She let it happen because she's a fucking immigrant. You know what I'm saying? She got ties to this shit too. She was letting all her people come in this motherfucker. It was on purpose. The world got soft. Now, with all that being said, right? Trump come back in office. He get to putting ICE agents out here. Hey, get them immigrants up out of here. That was first thing first. Day one, as soon as he came in this motherfucker, get their ass up out of here. Why is that, Mr. Roll Up? Why did he get all these? Why is he getting all these damn immigrants out here? What's the deal with that? Well, first off, they came over here violent as hell, taking over territories, and they get the real yamps. See, y'all getting $500 to $2,000 a month in yamps, and y'all think y'all doing something. Do y'all know these immigrants was getting like 10,000 a month in yamps? Like for real. You know what I'm saying? They coming over here taking over our jobs, getting our government assistance, and they coming over here taking over territory. The gang members of the immigrants. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Joe Biden ain't do shit. Kamala Harris ain't do shit. So they trying to normalize that, bringing all these other people into our country like it's a normal thing. And this is why our economy failed. So now Trump is back in office and he reconstructing everything. It's a new world order. Hey, hell no. Nah. We getting rid of all of that bullshit because this is what fucked up our country in the first place. So with all that being said, getting rid of the immigrants, cutting their ass off. So now you're coming after the people. Well, the congressmen, the politicians, they coming after all of the people that's still attached to these snaps and EBTs and things like that. They coming after the people that's milking the damn, my bad. They coming after the people that's milking the clock on this shit. And people don't like that. Don't nobody like that. Everybody got a problem with it. Oh my God, Trump trying to starve us. He taking our food stamps. Blah 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 blah. First off, that's your fault. That you relying on the government anyway. You know what I'm saying? You relying on the government every month to feed you and your kids. That's your fault. There's no reason why you can't get out here and make it happen on your own. That's the problem with America. We too soft. We too reliant on things. And Trump ain't having this shit no more. So yeah, when the politicians said, hey, we about to chop this shit, he was with it. Like, all right, cool. Do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing about it. They cut the stamps off. But they said they cut them off. The world went into a damn frenzy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was sick. Ain't nobody gonna get their November stamps. Blah, blah, blah. What we gonna do? How we gonna eat? Oh my God. Right? Well, what happened? They cut them back on. They gave the people their stamps. Now everybody happy again. So this whole war on cutting the stamps, that shit went on for what? Probably like a week or something. And then they turned around and released the yamps to everybody. Now everybody all on the internet posting their screenshots of their yamps hitting their card. You know what I'm saying? That being said, what everybody doing? They selling their damn yamps. Y'all was just complaining about getting your yamps back. Now you got them back. Now you selling them. This is exactly why they cutting certain people off of this shit now. Because y'all just milking the clock. You know what I'm saying? And they know this. Now, why did they cut it back on, Mr. Roll Up? Well, everything I'm speaking is my thoughts. I'm not no politician. I ain't in a circle. This is my thoughts, right? My thoughts, my common sense of thinking is they cut it back on because it's the end of the year. It's the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? It's the holiday season. Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas coming up, New Year's coming up, and guess what else? It's football season. People spending all their money during this time of the year. You know what I'm saying? Getting all the food for the games, you know what I'm saying? The holidays, things like that, the New Year's, all of that. So yeah, why not cut them stamps back on? Let everybody go ahead and get the holiday shit on out the way, because that money that the government is funding to everybody, they gonna get that shit right back. They gonna get it back plus interest. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine everybody get cut off the stamps. The stamps is gone, right? Thanksgiving come up, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna buy shit because don't nobody got no money. But if they got their stamps, guess what they gonna do? Just to say, if they got $500 in stamps and what they need to complete their Thanksgiving dinner gonna cost them $600. Well, they gonna use that $500 and they gonna come up with another $100 to complete their Thanksgiving meal. You know what I'm saying? But if don't nobody get no stamps, they don't got the $500 in the first place, then it ain't no point of trying to come up with an extra $100 because they don't got the $500 to cover the bill in the first damn place. See how that worked? So this is why they cut the yamps back on. It's the holiday time. They getting all that shit back plus some because they know that you gonna find a way to put an extra dollar or two on them yamps or whatever you come up short on. But if you don't got none, everybody just gonna say, fuck you. We ain't got shit, fuck you. I'm not about to put up my last dollar. But if they got some stamps to put with it, then people gonna put up their last dollar to complete their meal. How about that? So anyway, with all that being said, right? They cut the yams back on, everybody back happy. This just go to show how reliant Americans are on the government. And it's sad. And this is why Trump is in this bitch cutting the fuck up. And don't nobody like him for it. Because why? America got soft. America is too reliant on the system. And it's time to cut that shit off. It's time. So everybody happy now that they getting their stamps back and things like that. But I tell you this, right? It's my prediction. I say somewhere maybe around February or March, it's gonna be over, man. It's gonna be over. Everybody getting cut back off. It might be next month. It might be January. I'm not sure. But these my predictions. Like I said, I figure around February, March, somewhere in there, the stamps is gonna be done for sure. After they get the holidays and the football season, the Super Bowl, after they get all that shit out the way, it's over with. Everybody getting chopped. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a problem. And they're gonna reconstruct it and they're gonna go down the list and it's gonna be for all of the people that's on disabilities, you know what I'm saying, that don't work that much, that's really is a part of the poor class, they can't make the money. That's who they gonna get the stamps to. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Wake up, people. This shit is a business. They ain't out here to help people. This is a business. And this is why everybody about to get cut off. Because y'all been fucking up the business. Y'all out here selling stamps. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit, man. I done seen a couple cases where it's people actually out here selling their stamps, you know, to buy food with it or whatever, or they'll go buy the food with the stamps, and then they'll turn around and make these dinners and lunches and shit like that and start them a business off these stamps. And people going to jail behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? And just think about it. It's millions and millions of people all across the world doing this shit. How you think you got so many people selling dinners and shit like that? They doing it on these damn stamps. That's not what the stamps is for. And this is why people are getting cut off. And this is why everybody is mad at Trump. Trump is the face of the country. So of course everybody gonna put everything on him. Quite frankly, he handling everything perfectly, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? This is about to expose a lot of people, man. A lot of people didn't already got exposed. They didn't put like the little pre-cook up out there. Psh, hey, we about to cut y'all off. The whole fucking world been going crazy about this shit. Then they turn around and say, oh, okay, here you go. Psh, yeah, we give them to you. So now they didn't gave them back to everybody. Everybody happy again. This shit is a game, man. And y'all don't peep it, man. It's a game, dog. So like I said, the way how I see it, they gonna let everybody get the holidays out the way. So if you collecting these stamps, I'm telling you, this is what you better do. You better stock up right now because they already threw it out there that they gonna cut this shit off. So it's evident telling you they gonna spin the block with this shit. Don't get too happy because they cut it back on. This is just for the holidays. This Mr. Roll Up Thoughts. How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your Drake poured.